Hello, BTS lovers. When Taehyung and Jungkook, the two youngest members of BTS, entered the military, many ARMY members wondered how they faced this challenge. With Taehyung serving in Division 2 and Jungkook in Division 5, many expect their close relationship to be tested by distance and differing responsibilities. However, it turns out that the reality is much more complex and full of emotional surprises. What exactly happened between them? How did these two global stars maintain their friendship amid the harsh military life? Taehyung, affectionately called V, lives out his days in Division 2 with an unwavering spirit. Known for his warm personality and natural charisma, he managed to fit in a disciplined military environment. On several occasions, he was even seen outside the base, reportedly to attend training or special assignments. This led to speculation that Taehyung might have a unique role in his division. However, behind his busy schedule, he is rumored to be planning something big for his fans after completing his military duty. On the other hand, Jungkook, who served in the 5th Division, has caught the public's attention with his recent record-breaking live stream. During the session, millions of spectators from all over the world, especially the ARMY, gathered to watch the Golden Magne speak from the heart. However, that moment holds a deeper story. After the live stream was over, the news came that Jungkook suddenly decided to leave Taehyung because Jungkook was going to take a leave of absence. What are the reasons behind this decision? Jungkook's departure leaves an emotional wound for Taehyung, who has relied on their closeness as encouragement in difficult times. According to a source close to them, Taehyung had expressed his sadness to several military colleagues. However, as a professional, he kept his emotions in check and focused on his duties. In a brief interview released by a close friend of theirs, it was revealed that the two are preparing their respective solo albums that are scheduled for release after they complete their military service. This news immediately excited the ARMY around the world. The songs, which according to the leaks will reflect their emotional journey during the draft, are predicted to be masterpieces that not only prove their musical abilities, but also show the depth of their friendship. After serving in the ARMY, Taehyung is reported to be returning with a big surprise. Although he has not revealed the details, some clues are beginning to emerge. In several social media posts for fans, Taehyung mentioned that he missed the stage and wanted to give something unforgettable. Speculation is rife, from a possible solo concert to a film or drama project. Jungkook, with his boundless energy and creativity, was not left behind either. The solo album he is working on is rumored to include songs inspired by his personal experiences during the draft. One of the songs, according to the source, will chronicle her struggle to maintain a relationship with Taehyung amid pressure and distance. Despite being in different divisions, Taehyung and Jungkook are known to have met in person several times. During one of their meetings, an eyewitness reported that the two were seen talking seriously, possibly discussing disagreements that had occurred. However, the moment was also marked by laughter and warm hugs, showing that their friendship remains strong despite the storm for ARMY. The story is not only about two idols serving in the military, but also about the strength of friendship in the midst of trials. Taehyung and Jungkook, with all their dynamics, have proven that a genuine relationship cannot be separated by distance or circumstance. What other surprises might they be preparing? And how will their travels affect their future careers and personal lives? One thing is for sure, the world will always be waiting for their next step. Two BTS members serving in the military simultaneously but in different divisions, Taehyung and Jungkook face not only tough physical and mental challenges, but also overwhelming expectations from their fans, ARMY. Their every move is closely followed, and their every action or speech becomes the subject of heated discussion. Even so, both show great strength in maintaining their relationship and meeting these expectations. Taehyung, for example, is known as a reflective figure. In his personal letters shared through BTS official channels, he often shares his longing for his fans and his desire to continue developing as an artist. These letters were a comfort to ARMY, who felt a deep emotional connection with their idols. On the other hand, Jungkook, in his more expressive way, chose to interact directly through digital platforms such as Weverse and Instagram, even while serving in the military. His last live stream became one of the most iconic moments in BTS history, where he greeted his millions of fans with his signature smile and jokes. However, behind the scenes, Jungkook also faced great pressure. A source revealed that he often pours out his heart to his colleagues in Division 5 about his longing for the stage, the members of BTS, and especially Taehyung. The relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is not always smooth, especially in difficult situations like the current one where Jungkook left Taehyung due to taking a leave of absence. Jungkook's sudden decision to leave Taehyung, though for no apparent reason, had sparked speculation in ARMY circles. However, some reports suggest that Jungkook did so not out of personal desire, but rather out of an urgent responsibility in his division that required his immediate presence. Taehyung, while initially looking devastated, shows his maturity by not letting disappointment interfere with his relationship with Jungkook. Instead, he used this experience as inspiration for the song he was writing. The song, which is rumored to have an emotional ballad feel, is rumored to be one of Taehyung's best works, which he'll include in his solo album later. Jungkook did not remain silent either. In a brief interview with a military official, he mentioned that he always carried a small notebook in which he recorded song lyrics inspired by his interactions with Taehyung. One of the lyrics, which was leaked to the public, reads, "Even if we're far, the melody ties us together." This sentence immediately became trending on social media, with the ARMY translating it as an expression of sincere love and friendship between these two best friends. Although their respective solo albums are enough to get ARMY excited, it is reported that Taehyung and Jungkook are also preparing a joint project that will be released after they complete their military service. The project is rumored to be a duet song that describes their journey while in the military, including the bitter and sweet moments they experienced together. Not only that, there are also rumors about the possibility of a special concert that will feature songs from their solo album as well as the duet song. The concert will reportedly be one of the biggest shows of their career, with the concept combining traditional Korean elements and futuristic visuals depicting their passion and journey as global idols. In addition to Taehyung and Jungkook, other BTS members also gave their full support to them. RM, as the leader of the group, often sent messages of encouragement to both through private channels. Suga, who is known as a wise man, is even rumored to give some advice on how to manage emotions during the draft. J-Hope and Jimin aren't left behind either, with Jimin reportedly often sending small gifts to Taehyung and Jungkook as a sign of his support. The most surprising was the involvement of Jin, who at this time was also still in the ARMY. As the first member of BTS to serve in the military, Jin is often considered a senior advisor to Taehyung and Jungkook. On several occasions, Jin reportedly met with them separately to provide moral support and share experiences. As their time in the military draws to a close, many are wondering what the next step will be for Taehyung and Jungkook. Will they return as BTS members, or will they focus more on a solo career? In any case, one thing is certain. Both have shown that their friendship is stronger than any distance or difference. Taehyung and Jungkook are not only idols to millions of people around the world, but also symbols of true friendship and dedication. Their story during their conscription not only inspired the ARMY, but also became a lesson on how to face life's challenges with courage, humility, and sincere love. With the big surprise they have prepared, the world will certainly witness a new chapter in their incredible journey. Will they reunite BTS with greater energy? Or will they start a new era as more mature and experienced soloists? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The world can't wait to see what they will do next.